Good morning and welcome to Redeemer Lutheran Church. I'm Pastor Gary Lodeholt. For over 19 years now here at Redeemer, I've preached sermon after sermon about faith. I've tried to describe it, and I've encouraged you to nurture it and to share it. But today I'm going to ask you to do something else. Today, I'm going to ask you to think about it. Consider this. If the Christian life were a football game, what position would you hold? Are you the quarterback, the leader, or perhaps a running back trying to make progress in a tough world? Or maybe you're part of the line doing the quiet but important work. Or maybe you're part of the defense or on the bench. Or maybe you're a coach or a cheerleader or a spectator in the stands. Or maybe you're a water boy. Or when it comes to matters of faith, maybe you just drop back and punt. If the Christian life were a football game, what position would you hold? Now for question number 2. Actually, it's 2 questions. I hope that some of you were satisfied with your answer to question number 1. But if you are one of those, then here's your question now. What kind of things would a person with that kind of position do for God's team, and how can you do them better? I also hope that some of you were dissatisfied with your answer. If that was you, I want you to ask yourself what kind of things you can do to improve. You see, the point of all this is that faith isn't a noun, it's a verb. Faith isn't something you just believe with your head. It's something you do with your life. And to be honest, if our lives aren't wholly involved, then I'm not sure we've got any of what the Bible means by faith at all. Faith is trust, and faith is lived. Late in his life, Martin Luther married an ex-nun named Catherine von Bora, and she was a great support to him. As she was dying, her last words were, "I will stick to Christ as a burr to a topcoat." That's how our commitment ought to be. That's how our lives ought to be. Faith is not a game. It's not a noun. It's not something we just believe with our heads. Faith is a verb. Faith is what we live. Let's make sure that's true for us. Thanks for watching, and remember to let this day belong to God.